What's up guys, Everything Apple Pro here, and Apple has finally released the public iOS 8.3 final version, and there is so much information I have to share with you guys. So in this video, I'm going to be showing you guys what's new. There are actually quite a few things that have changed in between the public beta and the final release, and I'm going to be going over all of those changes. I'm going to talk about how is it using it? Is it better? Is it faster? Should you guys update? And what does this mean for the jailbreak? So the very first thing I wanted to point out is I did a screen cap before I updated of my system memory. So right here, as you guys can see, I actually have 55.5 capacity and 51.5 gigabytes available. After updating, surprisingly, Apple has further optimized 8.3 and I now have an extra 0.3 gigabytes. So I now have 51.8 gigabytes available after updating to iOS 8.3. And that's quite incredible. We first saw that optimization in iOS 8.1.3. Apple further improved it in 8.2, and now in iOS 8.3, we have even more memory. Now consider this is on my 128 gigabyte device. Depending on the file size of your device, how much stuff you have on it, that will vary a little bit. But overall, I gotta say that's amazing. Great job, Apple. You are making this firmware better and better. It's taking up less and less room. So first off, I gotta tell you, first impressions are great. This firmware is amazing. Apple should have done this a while ago. It is so nice. All of the bugs have been fixed. So many issues I've been experiencing with 8.2 and previous firmwares have finally been remedied. This thing feels lightning fast. It's efficient. It's great. All the animations work so well. And I gotta say, Apple has done a really good job on this firmware. You'll especially notice that it's more evident on older devices. And I will be doing a full comparison between 8.2 and 8.3 so you guys can see the true extent of that speed difference. Now, you guys can update one of two ways, of course, through the settings pane in here. If you guys are jailbroken, you will not see an update in here, but if you go into general and then software updates in there, or you can do it over the computer. Of course, it is faster over your device. However, if you're planning on updating in the future, do it from your computer. But anyways, let's go ahead and talk about what's new in this latest final version of iOS 8.3. Now, inside of the photo application in the albums tab, as you guys notice, all of the new tabs have new icons on them. So the recently deleted has a little trash can right there, little loading icon on the slow-mo. There's a bunch of new icons. If you have a panorama, it's going to be actually a different icon in there. So really nice, subtle little touch to the camera application. Now in the Passbook application, you now have two sections. Instead of this being a whole, your credit card information for Apple Pay is now in a separate tab. It's split up into two sections, and all of your passes, stuff like that, tickets are down below right here. Nice, subtle little touch as well. Now, should you enable the option inside of the message options and settings for filter unknown senders, if you enable that, you go into your message application, you will now have two sections. One will filter all unknown numbers, spammy looking numbers. The other, you have all the people you know in one organized place. Really cool. Siri now speaks new languages. A couple that I know of are Dutch and Russian. There's a handful of new languages. If you were one of those that didn't have the support for your language, really nice to have that. Also, Siri is now smarter. She can make speakerphone calls directly from Siri. Siri, make a speakerphone call to Yarrow T. There have been many improvements made to the keyboard. Now, if you're searching inside of Safari, inside of the URL bar, now the space bar is wider. I don't know about you guys, but I used to always mistake that period button for the space bar, and all my searches would have a period after every single word. It gets really annoying. Apple has fixed that in the latest 8.3. Also, emojis now have a new selection menu. So if I actually click on that guy, you can slide through all of them just like that. Aside from that, there are a ton of new emojis, including a bunch of flags from other countries. And there are a couple of really cool emojis for the Apple Watch, iPhone emojis. And not only that, people, a whole bunch of new people as well. So in here, there's a bunch of family emojis, individual people. Not only that, but you can change skin color as well. So you can set a default. Really cool. If you guys download a lot of free applications, you can choose to not require a passcode for free application. So in here, inside of the iTunes password settings, you're going to have this option in here, and it's a nice touch. And if you guys have CarPlay inside of your car, you can now connect wirelessly using your device. Now, aside from that, performance is spectacular. Like I said, you guys will notice a night and day difference. There is less crashing overall, and all of the animations feel more fluid, more natural. It's like Apple has sped up the whole iOS experience, and I absolutely love it. So that's a great touch. Now, should you guys update? Well, for one, if you guys don't care about a jailbreak, absolutely. By no means stay on your current firmware. This is a worthy upgrade to iOS 8.2. So much has changed. I mean, iOS 8.1.3 to 8.2, not much had changed at all. I mean, if anything, just a couple bug fixes in the Apple Watch app. But from 8.2 to 8.3, a lot has changed. It has made the iOS experience a lot better. So I would certainly recommend upgrading if you don't need a jailbreak. Now, if you guys are expecting a jailbreak, but you still want to upgrade, update from iTunes. That will give you a better chance in the future to jailbreak. But if you guys want a jailbreak, absolutely stay on 8.2. Do not update to 8.3 because we were told that an iOS 8.2 jailbreak was being worked on, not 8.3. So at this point in time, we don't know if the jailbreak will be for 8.3 or 8.2. So it's a safe bet to stay on iOS 8.2. Do not update if you guys want a jailbreak. I mean, if they do release an 8.3 jailbreak, no harm. You can just update from 8.2, but for now, remain on your firmware, guys. So guys, that's just about it. I will be releasing a comparison between 8.2 and 8.3 real soon to show you guys the true extent of all of the animations, all the speed differences. I'm really excited for that. I will be showing you guys how to downgrade from 8.3 to 8.2 if you guys accidentally upgraded in order to get a chance for a jailbreak. And of course, if I learn any more news about 8.3 or 8.2 jailbreak, I will be sharing that with you guys as soon as possible. So again, make sure to stay away from it if you want a jailbreak. Otherwise, it's a perfectly great firmware. I absolutely love it. Apple has changed it a lot, added some new features, and made the experience a whole lot better. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Stay tuned for any updates. Have a great day. Peace.